And off we go. Map numero uno of the second game of the night. Apollo going up against Slain. Apollo walking away from a third place victory last season. We'll see what they have heading into this next season. Slain, a little bit of a newer team, I believe, some newer faces, at least for this game, if I'm not mistaken. So we'll see what they can get going. They are sitting at, I believe, 1-0 right now, a 3-2 map count. On the other end, Apollo starting off hot in their opener as well, 1-0, 3-0 map count. So both teams to the win, but one will start off without the potential to go perfect in the group. Right now, Verb sitting over on P2 so far. Apollo, decent lead, decent control. One flies in, though. Takes him down, and that is a nice wave of kills to go the way of Slain. As Kirby's just going to be chilling here in the back. You take the long gunfight against Hyper. Hyper doesn't drop, but at the very least, you fend off that player. You're saying, hey, I'm here, you can't push up, we have control over this point, and there's not really a whole lot you can do other than apparently spawn in the back as well. Flip spawns. Apollo starting to gain some control, but it really only is a 20-point difference between these two teams. Maybe a little bit more as we head into P3. Draft's a nice pick there. Maybe finding another one. You see at least one dive away. You're waiting, you find a nice kill there, and well, maybe you get the second as well. Re-challenge doesn't quite happen. Snapper, though, from the back. He's able to pick off one. You know there's also going to be one still in the spawn here. A little bit of a 1v1. Shots go out, and you need to help your teammate just a little bit, possibly, to push there. And Snapper's going to get caught off guard, not expecting the player in the corner. Kirby, though, on the hill, at least good for one. Teammate, you need to get the trade. You're able to trade out your teammate. Still some presence here as you keep things going. What group is this? Or what was the group of this? Group E. Group E. Again, Apollo and Slain starting off 1-0. Apollo slight map count advantage so far, but at the very least, off the start is the two leaders of the group. A sample size of one game so far each, but So far, it is close. It has been kept close so far. Kirby finds one, and well, your teammates are going to be looking for some entry kills as well. It doesn't look like that's going to be happening as Drafts and Verb find a couple kills in the mix here. Apollo a lead of 40, though that does start to extend a little bit more now as well. This P4. It is certainly a tough hill to break sometimes. But eventually, though, Slain able to cut down the defenses of Apollo Esports. They gain some control. They find themselves on the hill for now. P1, second set of rotations popping up here momentarily. Between these two teams, it's about a 40-point gap. P1 starting off in the hands of Apollo Esports. No real cruise potential so far. Really just a couple RCs, but of course those are not used in respawn. Drafts with one. Doesn't find another, but your teammates are still on the point. You have control over a mid. No one's really able to cross in. Just the one player in the top window as a main threat here. As long as you don't peek that too much, you should be good. Snapper season. Killing one with a little bit of style there, and well, you find another as well. Don't think you expect number 6. Yeah, number 6 coming up from behind. Kirby locks in that kill, but again, just not really much more to be had on the point, except for Glee, as he beams too. Shots on point there. You're looking for another as well. You got some tags. Teammates able to finish off that kill. A couple more in the top window as well, and well, things starting to turn around just a bit. Heading over into P2 though. Slain. Some control. I mean, you had the kills, but ultimately, unfortunately, you really is more effective towards P1. Not really quite set up for the P2. At least in a way that denies Apollo the entry. They start to gain quite a lead. Again, it was kind of fairly easy, even in the first set of rotations. Apollo with the lead, but really has been Apollo in the sort of later half to of that first set of rotation into the sort of early parts of the second set of rotations. Apollo has managed to extend this lead now 164 to 90 plus now for the side of Slain, as they will really just be seeing the scraps of P2. They do see themselves a little bit on this P3, but not for long. They don't have the numbers really. That slowly starts to change. It's really sort of an all-out battle, an all-out clash over here. Slain, I believe, with the spawns for now. Glee finds another two-piece. And it's almost big kills. Vanty tries to go big, but just too much pressure. Too much to handle. I don't really know how to pronounce that one. A Canes, I guess. I don't know if it's like a soft C or not on that one, but I know someone may or may not correct me in chat, as someone often may or may not do. I don't know. Nonetheless, still getting carried away, and well, Kirby as well with some sauce here on the 3 streak. You're finding 2, and well, maybe you find some more as well as the challenge starts to come through, and well, Kirby, he's gonna keep it going. Ultimately falls, but you've done your job. You've held down the fort as long as you can. Now you rely on your teammates. Those reinforcements, the numbers certainly there. Keep your hard work from going to waste. Vanty, a nice little 2-piece there as well. Slain starting to come back a little bit in this hard point as best they can. And that was a decent hill as well for you. Not really many players around here. Drafts. Finding one, and well, you're going to hop off over into next. You'll find another kill as well, and a few more kills as well going your way. Apollo's going to find themselves on the next point. Kirby with the stun's going to try and challenge this. Drafts. A few more shots. Can't quite secure a kill. Snapper's going to be on the point, though. Eventually does get found, or at least Verb does. Player on the hill still standing. And you can't close it on this hill. You can get close, but we will be forced to see a P2. But Apollo right now set up, at least with Drafts at the moment, and there may be a player unsuspecting here in just a moment. Maybe some timing. Drafts is going to see one. You get the kill. A few more players around, though, from Slain, and well, Drafts is able to at least deal with one more. Teammate, I think, is good for the trade as well, and it's going to be a little bit of a battle here. 15 seconds is all Apollo will need. Snapper, a nice opener. 2 drop, though. Hyper going to be chilling around the point, though. It doesn't find a kill. Verb is just going to be chilling all the way back over in P3, and well, you may be, like I say, maybe you just leave P2 alone. You play off towards P3. But still, they're going to push it. They're going to go for the challenge. Apollo can still win on this, but can they get the kills that they need to secure it? A little bit of a challenge comes through, and now it's just 10 seconds left. That stands between Apollo and a win. Slain. They have to run. They have to go, but they just may not have the time. You just have to fly in. Glee's able to find one, flies in. A little bit of a brief contest, and, well, there you go. It ends on the P2. We don't see a P3. 250, 191. Apollo taking the first map. And that is the protocol. Done and dusted. Apollo with the first map. Whoops, not that one. We may be getting a little ahead of ourselves. We'll see. Apollo certainly finding form in the map 1. With really dominant control there. Slain again, a little bit of an... I mean, in the early game, generally, you can have some closer results. And then as you kind of get into the game, you know, you kind of get used to your opponent, stuff like that. Apollo, certainly the firepower is there. A presence certainly known. And again, a top 3 finish from last season. They are certainly not a team that you can go easy on. They will punish you. They will make you pay for mistakes. So Slain, good opportunities. But Apollo just really outslaying it in a lot of key areas there. A lot of key points. Again, you saw like Draft, like over by the P2, like able to find a couple kills. A couple more doubles sort of around the point as well there, where you're just kind of able to get a couple players behind enemy lines and will wreak a little bit of havoc. But we'll see how things fare. Red Car S&D, the map number 2, coming up. And into the next game we go. The next map. Red card and Apollo, they're flying. They are not scared of confrontation. And oddly enough, though, even with them flying, not really finding much until they immediately enter B, for the most part. Able to fly, get a couple kills. I think Drafts should be getting tracked by number 7. Yes, Glee finds the kill, says thank you, I will take that. And, well, Kirby finds one as well, tying it up in a 2v2. Hyper, though, takes down Vantian. Well, Glee left alone. You're going to see Hyper, you find the kill, and, well, just like that, everyone's going to be wiped off the map. I misspoke. Maybe. No, I didn't. Sorry, I said it was 2v2. I thought I said it was like a 1v2. I did not. There you go. The round is done, and... well, Slain. Make the retake look like it's child's play. Nice and clean. That's what you like to see. Slain taking the first round lead. We switch things up. Slain now on the attack, on the hunt. Looking like they are going to be going for a B hit instead. Sorry, an A hit instead of the traditional B hit. No one yet to drop so far. Those, I mean, shots certainly been fired, but nothing quite connecting. We are a little bit of a stalemate. Number 4 from the flank. Possibility to really start to kick things into gear, start to get the action going. Drafts exchanging sight lines. They're just looking for Hyper. I mean, yeah, you had to call it. Hey, there's at least one still there, and well, just like that, Verb and Hyper find one each, and Hyper almost a wallbang. That would have been so cool, but doesn't happen now. It's Kirby left alone. The flank from Hyper comes out big, stirring up some trouble. And now it's 1-1. Now we go into the round 3. I have to see. I mean, Apollo, they were very aggressive before on this B hit. Able to find some success. Just couldn't hold on to the site. We'll have to see if this time they've learned their lesson. Very similar kind of engagements where there's not really a whole lot to be said. So this time it's going to be a first blood going the way of Slain. A little bit of a response as well. Number 5, though, going to be actually in the site. Gets caught. Once again, a trade comes through. Man for man, an eye for an eye. And a 2v2. It's looking like it's a possibility for a retake, but hold on. Wait, Verb just says, I'm just going to fly. Screw the site. I'm going hunting. At least Drafts alone in the 1v2. You have the bomb in hand now, so you have some mobility. And you exit the site, you go for A, and Slain, I don't think they're expecting this. They're expecting to be plant. I mean, you know, all the presence, and the bomb was down on B as well. The bomb planted on A, and now it's... wait a minute, hold on. You see him, though. Kirby. A few tags onto Drafts. You know exactly where he is. Drafts is going to have to go and check for defuse. Kirby, I was going to say, I don't think you actually saw him slide away, and now it's a 1v1. Kirby up against Drafts. Kirby some tags. Drafts is peeking, and you don't even need to challenge this, because Kirby, it's on you for the defuse. And Drafts is going to have to check it. Kirby just needs to land some clean shots, and there you go. You get the kills. Not much time to spare, but you get the job done. And yeah, your hand was kind of forced. You really committed to that, though. Which you did kind of have to do. But you are very much challenging an AR angle. And drafts. I mean, you almost clutch up. You're so close. You would have loved to see it. But Slain says, slow down. We've got the lead. The hard point. Maybe not our bread and butter there. For the S&D, we can certainly go toe-to-toe. So currently the life department. A 2v3 now for Slain. Snapper sees. Ah, you may get caught, Kirby. Challenging that. Doesn't find much. Kirby reloading in the open. You slide out saying, you know what? I'm out of there. The call looking like it's going to be made to push over towards B, but Snapper's able to find one, able to get the second as well. Ends that say, no, 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 don't think you can push over to A. A is my domain. Kirby not able to clutch up there. You can't win them all. And the next round we go. Oh, drafts. That is an unfortunate death. Snapper. Now in a 1v2. You would have loved to find that kill, turn it into a 1v1. Gonna be looking for Kirby. A little bit of a sight line. But Snapper, you need to close out the kill against Kirby. Doesn't happen. Maybe things change around if you do, but Kirby able to stay alive. Continue to draw some attention. Let your teammate make the play. Just like that. 3-2. Slain. Keeping an S&D advantage here. Vanty find the first blood. A few players in the site, though, for the side of Apollo. And, well, for Slain, if you're going to push into the site, you just got to get the trades. It's going to get messy here. Well, Drafts finds the first one, and there isn't really much of a response from Slain. I mean, they just... they kind of have commit to that. Like, the one player is like, the call is like, made, go. You just say, go, fly in. We got you. And then, well, nothing really until about 20 seconds later. And now a 2v3. The numbers advantage. Over towards Slain. Tempting fate. Oh, the timing! But Drafts actually makes it work. Hold on, wait a minute. Now a 1v1. Snapper left alone, and there you go. The kills come in. Drafts, a big play there. I was going to say the timing didn't work out, but then somehow it just kind of falls into place. You secure the two-piece. Your teammate able to finish off the round, and I think he got a couple shots on the third as well there, and I think helped his teammate. But now we see ourselves 3-3. And Apollo goes on the attack. Not as aggressive this time around, though. They're playing it much slower. I think before they had a lot of confidence, a lot of aggression. But Slain making them pay for it one too many times. Glee's going to see Verb. Verb, I don't think, saw Glee down there on his little retreat. Well, Verb goes down, but it's a quick trade. Snapper over by the B site, though. Can he get out of there? The answer's going to be no. I think really you're just kind of hoping for a little bit of a kind of fake out kind of response. Force Slain to sort of push the players over towards A with that initial presence. But, I mean, Slain is just fully committed to the B site. They're not moving. They're not budging. Drafts drops, and that's also going to be bombed down. It's Hyper left alone. The 1v3s. Hyper's able to find one, but there's not much time to work with. The door's, well, both physically and metaphorically closing. And it's a 4-3 Slain with the lead in the second half. It is looking like an A hit. Oh, and an unfortunate team nade as well. Kirby taking down his own. Well, that puts you at a little bit of a life disadvantage now. A 2v3. Bomb in hand. You were looking for the A site. Maybe you back away. Maybe you kind of transition over towards B, but it's looking like both sides committing to A. And Kirby, a big win there. I think turning around looking for a flank play, but there's no flank play to be had. You just kind of have to brute force your way in, and for Apollo, set up that defensive line, and here you go all the way back. You're trailing. And you might be going for a B hit. I'm not entirely sure. I mean, time is ticking down. 30 seconds left. And at this point, you're committed. You're committed to B. Hyper's left alone. It's going to meet face-to-face with one. I certainly have the call up there. Just like that, the read is there. And Apollo now tied up 4-4. All right, and off we go. The next round. Verb finds the first blood, but it's a nice response from Slain. Now it's on the retake for the side of Slain. A 3v3. Apollo looks like they're set up exactly where they want to be. Mandy gets a little bit of a tag, checks one corner. Unfortunately, it's the incorrect corner, and just like that, his teammate falls as well. And almost like dominoes, they will drop. Apollo now 5-4. Looking to take the map. Really, Apollo, I mean, they're going to be on the defensive side now, so this is a dangerous spot for Slain. Now the question is, what play call do you make here? What is the call? It's looking like it's going to be A. Trophy being tossed about, and really for Slain, you really want the first blood. And Kirby, are you going to expect Verb to be chilling here? I don't think so. Verb is there. He finds the kill, and that's also going to be bombed down as well. And Verb finds another. Hold the phone. Wait a minute. Verb is going huge. And just like that, almost single-handedly puts out the flame, the dream for Slain. Turns out the lights. Drafts with the RC kill to finish it off. That's fun. But just like that, Apollo saying we were number 3 for a reason. They take the map 2. Lead the series 2-0. Slain. They've been putting up a fight. Putting up a fight indeed. I mean, he had Kirby with a nice clutch. In the 1v1, I think it was around 3 or 4 thereabouts. Apollo Esports, though. Again, just the firepower is there. The coordination is there. They're just playing with confidence. Slain. They're trying to, but it's given up a little bit too much to Apollo. With Hacienda control. Map 3. Slain. Forced to make a reverse sweep happen if they want to win the series. Apollo on the other end, looking to end it in 3 straight. Looking to end it on map number 3. We'll see how things fare, how things go down. Map number 3, Hacienda control. Coming up after this break. And off we go to an explosive start. Map number 3, Control. Already slain. An early life advantage. Fire under their feet. They start to come to life. Although, really, a team that you need to continue to keep the pressure upon. As we just go back and forth so far. I mean, it just kills after kill after kill. Everyone's flying. Everyone's going. Everyone's flowing. A zone, the first tick is going to be completed. Second tick now on its way. Number 3, really last one up. Verb should get caught here momentarily. And when you don't finish the tick either, that progress swept under the rug. Back down it goes. There's 18 lives to 19. Still pretty much just about even across the board. Though the B zone now under threat, under siege. Cleve's able to find one. Snapper falls as well. And well, Slain, your recovery, you take out the B zone. Apollo, though, finds their way back onto A, and I think this is just a scenario where, based on the spawn, based on the positioning, you just kind of go back and forth. You know, a little bit of progress on one hill, a little bit of progress on another. Drafts does clean up, does get traded, though. The life's not looking good. 11 lives to 15, Slain making a difference here. The Canes, almost a big play there. I mean, you're looking for the second to happen, but Snapper, you're able to find 2, able to find yourself onto the zone now. Just destroyed, dismantled there, but still the second tick comes through. Apollo, they start to recover a little bit here. It's down to Verb, though. Finding 1, finding 2. And that should be it unless number 5 can get there. No, number 2 cuts that off, and the B zone should be secure. An extra minute on the clock. 7 lives to 7. Things start to even out a little bit. Apollo, a little bit of a slight edge now as they start to find their rhythm. No more respawns remaining for Slain, and just like that, the zone is gonna be capped. And Apollo come back from a dire situation. It was looking like Slain was gonna give Apollo a little bit of a taste of their own medicine there. The amount of control they had over that, but Apollo in the last moments of that control round. Verb with a huge play to secure B, along with the entries as well, I believe, from Snapper. And that's pretty much just those 2 plays securing Apollo's chances at the round and ultimately leading to the victory there to take the first round. Oh, Draft's not the nade you want. Forced to back away. Your teammates up front not doing as hot as well. Hyper's only able to find 1. Forced to kind of take a pause there. Ultimately, though, able to recover. The first zone tick is going to be there for Slain, but nothing really much more from that. As the brief challenge comes through, Verb able to pick up the trade. I don't think anyone's really popped off enough to get a cruise. Just a couple RCs in the back pocket. No cruises quite yet. And it's Slain. I mean, they have a lot of presence here in the top hallway, but I mean, at some point, they're going to need to stop the clock. You know, they're looking for the kills, looking for positioning, but I don't think there'll be a perfect scenario for them quite yet. Someone needs to touch the zone. Yeah, make the clock stop. There you go. Finally, Kirby hops on it. I just need to stay alive. Verb going to be challenging this. He's looking for him. Kirby, though, tucked away in the corner. Able to find a nice kill. First tick almost there for A, and it does come through. Apollo, though, from the top, they do have the hallway control. They do have the overlook. Hyper takes one off the zone. Another one going to be hopping on there as well. Hyper should be calling out the position. Kirby gets dealt with. Although the time is ticking down, at least off of the round with Apollo last time around, you can't say that the map is done until the game says so. But it is looking like this is not going to be a big comeback like Apollo had in the round 1. It is going to be finishing off with a 2-0 start for Apollo in the control. And it is Slain backed up against the wall. Do they have the strength, the energy to fight back? We'll have to see. Apollo will be on the attacking side. Slain, they had a chance to win the first round. They just kind of let it slip away. This time around, if that happens, you can't let it slip away like you did before. And Verb is searching, checking all the nooks and crannies, all the corners. You're fine too in response. You find the third as well. You can't find the fourth, can't get a clean sweep. But you make it easier for your teammates to bounce back off the respawn. Snapper, he is going. He doesn't care who's he's shooting. If you move, there's gonna be some bullets put in you. A nice series of kills goes the way of Slain, taking down 2, but I mean, it's Apollo. They're getting so aggressive, so into Slain's spawn. I mean, they're not really giving them much of a chance to breathe. Eventually, someone's going to need to touch the zone. I mean, that just seems to be, I guess, the way we play Hacienda, which is you don't touch the zone until you absolutely have to. Now, progress being made on both points. Drafts gets caught, not really going to be able to find much. Glee takes one off of A. Progress being made at B, but it's only the one-man snack. But they're committing quite a lot over towards the B zone. On the other end, Apollo working up that right side. And this big kills. But I don't know if it's enough. Hyper finds his way onto the site. Onto zone B. The clock is going to be paused here. Kirby a kill there. But Apollo, they're still going to be fighting, still flooding the A zone, really just trickling in, trying to get the numbers there. The A zone, the first tick secured. Going to be looking for the second. That starts to come through. Now, can you get the third? Kirby challenges that, decides to back away for just a moment. A last-second contest, and it's a big two-piece. Maybe looking for the third as well. Doesn't quite happen. Oh, but there you go. Teammates are good for the trade. You send this one round further. And off we go. Slain now on the attack. They're going to need to make this work. Snapper starts off with the first blood. A little bit of a presence over towards B. Snapper kind of left alone. There's going to be one player on it. Snapper more concerned about a player coming from the hallway. As Glee tries to challenge that briefly. Not going to happen much. Kirby an opportunity to line up a couple kills. Only able to find one, but Drafts helps out with the second. Vanty, you're once again trying to, much like Kirby, potential to line up 2 kills. This time, friendly fire does not come into play to help you out. But Kirby at least able to get by, gets tagged, and while Hyper through the fence finds the kill. Says, get off B. You're only having the 1 tick for now. 22 lives to 22 as well. 1 tick on B. 45 seconds left on the clock for Slain to make something happen. And things slowing down just a bit, it would seem. Slain slowly making their way forward. And well, Snapper's able to find 1 off on the left side here. Finds another one as well. On the other end, though, number 8. And Kane's making some noise, able to find 1 onto B. A little bit of a presence on it as well. Here, we're looking for that second tick on B. Couldn't quite finish it, but your teammates pick up right where you left off. They will be able to secure that second tick. Now you're looking for the third. And Glee drops Kirby as well, but the B zone, you have 2 ticks of progress. I mean, you're looking for the third. You were so close. And a big 2-piece. Possibility for a third as well, and that could be huge. Yeah, you get the kill. It's really just this one lone player. Verb coming in. Kirby, he needs to win it, but he doesn't. Verb gets the 2-piece. His teammates now in with reinforcements. And that Verb play was huge. And it's looking like it is over. It's looking like it's done. Slain, they don't have the time. There's nothing left. Players leaving the lobby. And we end it. Apollo taking it 3-1. Slain. They gave it a good old try. Y'all saw the effort put in, but Apollo just too hot to handle. Winning 3 maps. No reverse sweep in sight. Apollo starting off with a clean record to start off the season. They'll move to 2-0, 6-0 map count. On the other end, Slain. Well, they go 1-1. So yes, you have a loss, but at least you know you're capable of winning. You're still in this. Again, it's early times here. But you just got to know you got to watch out for Apollo if you see him in playoffs. Do your homework on him. And you meet again, maybe. Maybe it's a different story, but for right now, Apollo just 1 step ahead of Slain. But that's going to end it. That's going to conclude the streams for tonight. We got 2 games here on the chopping block. I think we still got 1 more tomorrow as well to really close off the week 1 of the XP Epic Gaming Season 2. Streams once again powered by Slain. Appreciate for them as well. I really appreciate everyone for in the community kind of sponsoring XP League this season. We're trying something new, at least on that regard. Hopefully it's turned out okay. I like it. It helps keep XP going, that's for sure. Well, with that's it for me from tonight. GG's all around. Apollo Esports, big win, taking the protocol. I mean, really, you had the lead there. You kept it. Red card, Slain, a little bit more back and forth, certainly. S&D in general, you know, you kind of have the fresh restart on each round, so ways to adjust, but Apollo at the end of the day, taking a big win there, and in the control, well, Slain at least able to take 1 round off of Apollo, but Apollo, again, just a little too much to handle there. But we'll catch you next time on the XP stream here. Congrats to Apollo. Well, for Slain, a little bit of a recovery, but still some glimmers there for sure.